So this is going to be... okay, try that again. So welcome back to the channel. We're going to be talking about... And this week's product review is going to be on... hang on a minute. We can sort all this out. Always forgetting what you want to say as soon as you switch on the camera. This has got you covered. Let's take a look, see what we get in the box of the Bestview T1 Teleprompter. We get the user manual, which gives you all the information you need with regards to the lens adapters, the teleprompter itself, and the remote control. You also have information on how to download the software for your mobile phone, so you can do a search on the App Store where you search for Bestview, and for the Android app you can just scan the QR code. The body size of the teleprompter is 122mm by 110mm by 85mm. We also get the T1 Teleprompter remote, and on the remote we've got various different buttons. The top button allows you to play and pause. If we pull this joystick button down, that can switch between play and pause. This one is your return button, and this return button on the top left here, that is actually your power button. If you hold the power button down for 2 seconds, that will turn on the remote control. To pair it off, hold the button down for 5 seconds. This one is your menu connect button. Your X and B buttons are your page up and page down, and your A and Y buttons are to slow down and to speed up. The remote control is made out of plastic, and it takes 2 AAA batteries. We've got various different size lens adapters, so depending on which camera you're using, you'll select the right size out of these, and that will allow you to mount the teleprompter onto your camera. We've got this front cover which just slides off, and that exposes this plastic screen which will display the text that you type on the mobile phone. The unit itself is made out of plastic. We also have this bottom piece where you can put your mobile phone, so you pull that down and slot your mobile phone in place. On the bottom we have a 1/4 inch thread which will allow you to mount this onto tripods. On the back, this is where you put your camera. You'll need to find the right attachment for your lens. Make sure you screw it on securely. Once it's secured in place, you can then slide your lens onto the T1 teleprompter, and then you can screw your lens onto your camera, and away you go. If you choose to install your mobile phone into the teleprompter while it's attached to your lens and your lens is attached to your camera, you need to be very, very careful, because it puts quite a lot of strain on the lens when you're trying to put a mobile phone in there. So be very careful with that, because if you put too much pressure on there, there's every chance that you will damage your lens. When you first open up the application, this is the screen that you'll be greeted with. So the first thing we want to do is create some text. So we press add at the bottom of the screen. You must give it a title. So for this one we'll just put test. For title, this is a test. Once you've done that, you need to press save. Even though you can't see it on the screen now, at the bottom I have to press my back button, and you can see that the save button is at the bottom. If you don't press that and you go back, it will not save, so bear that in mind. We save our prompt. That is now ready for us to actually use. If we tap on the prompt is now on the screen. What we need to do from here is we need to press on the dotted lines in the bottom right corner of the screen. We get some options now. So the A- will make the text smaller, and A+ will make the text larger. Speed, that determines how fast you want it to scroll through your text. We have font and background color. We're currently on black. If we press white, that changes the background color. We've also got green, we have pink, and we have blue, and we also have mirror mode. That flips everything over. This is what you'll need to do so you can get it to reflect onto the plastic screen of the teleprompter. We've tried attaching the teleprompter to a zoom lens, and whilst it does attach fine to the zoom lens, when it comes to using the autofocus feature, it just does not autofocus. It seems as though there's just too much weight on the teleprompter with the mobile phone in there to actually focus. So be aware, you may need to start using your manual focus. This is now a test using the teleprompter. Do you think it's obvious that I'm using the teleprompter, or would I get away with it? Is this something that you think would benefit your filmmaking? If it is, the link to the product is in the description below. If you're somebody who desperately needs a teleprompter, this is not a bad place to start. I imagine there are much better teleprompters out there, but they come at a premium price. You may find it a little bit fiddly to install your mobile phone onto this teleprompter. And if you're using a large mobile phone, you may lose certain letters on each of the lines on the teleprompter, which, if you rely on the teleprompter, that's not something that you want. The teleprompter does a decent job. You can read the text clearly, but if you're out and about in bright lighting, you may find that the text is a little bit dim and you may struggle to read it. The remote control doesn't do a bad job. We've noticed that you have to press certain buttons a couple of times just so it responds. But if you're looking for a cheap teleprompter, it's not a bad place to start with. And with all that being said, our star rating on the T1 teleprompter will be 5 stars out of 10.